welcome back to my channel. My name's Hayley and I'm a regional minister in Southern Counties, which is part of Baptist Together. It's Friday. It's Friday today. It's been a full-on week. Although, to be fair, we've had the bank holiday, haven't we? I love a bank holiday. I love the extra rest and time to do stuff that I enjoy. But it really messes up the rest of the week, doesn't it? You're kind of like, what day is it? Where am I? So I've done some pastoral visits, been out visiting church secretaries, ministers. Because part of our role is supporting those leading churches when there isn't a minister, when they're in pastoral vacancy. So that was good. Yesterday, Thursday, was my day in the office at Didcot. So I've started getting the train in. Which has been good, and getting the train in is part of me looking after my well-being, not always driving but having time to concentrate. And actually Wednesday I had a whole day at home working. I had online calls, I had paperwork to do, I had phone calls to make, emails to respond to. So what I decided to do on Wednesday, which I've never done before, is I went out for an afternoon walk. So I feel like some people in my life have been telling me about the benefits of getting outside and walking for a long time, and I've ignored them. But I decided, because I was in all day, just in the afternoon, just to take some time to walk around the village, which was really good. Basically, I've never walked around the village before, so it's quite nice. Now I'm 5 months into living in the house. It was quite nice to walk around the village I live, and yeah, it was good. I can't say I was like overcome with energy and enthusiasm from being outside, but you know when you do those things that you just know are good for you, so you do them. That's what I did. So I'm going to try and do that when I'm working from home. And also to get my steps in, get a well-being. Obviously, I've got to walk from the train station to the office in Didcot, getting the train. So all of these things, I'm trying to just look after myself rather than rush from one thing to another. Just taking time. And actually, it's good, isn't it? It's good in leadership to take time out, knowing that nothing's going to fail, nothing's going to fall over, the world isn't going to crumble in. I can take some time to have a little walk, and the world is okay. So I did that. Thursday, I was in the office, so I got the train, and I was at Basingstoke train station, listening to my audiobook, and I get a tap on the shoulder, and some guy was like, "Oh, I recognise you from somewhere." We worked out where it was, and he's a deacon at one of the churches, not at Basingstoke, but in one of the churches in the local area, localish area, so kind of the next town on, and he was getting the train into Reading as well. So I had a really cool train journey with this guy. Sorry, I didn't catch his name. But I do recognise him. I do recognise him from the church that I did an away day with. And it was fascinating. So we were chatting all sorts of things. I got chatting about, kind of what he did. And we then, so he works in kind of landscaping, architecture, trying to make the ground, combat climate change and make all this stuff healthy and right. I've probably got that massively wrong, but he does a good job, right? It's a good thing. So we were talking about whether, because he said he was brought up with the theology that when the end time comes, God's going to scrap all of this, and so kind of what's the point in investing in the earth? And now God's really challenging him, saying, actually, I'm going to renew what's there. And he sees his job, his role, as part of making a culture of renewal of the land. So it was absolutely fascinating, a really in-depth conversation about end times and renewal and climate change and the earth for 7 o'clock in the morning. But it was really, really good. He then went off to work in Reading. I then got my connecting train. And it was just really nice. It was just one of those moments where wasn't expecting it, and it was such a blessing. So I was then in the office all day with Simon, which was really good. Got quite a bit of work done. And today is Friday. It's early in the morning, just about 7, just gone 7, and I'm going back to the train station again. So some of it's well-being, some of it is you can do work on the train, right? You can't do that when you're driving. So I'm getting the train to Bristol because I'm going to do some filming and some planning with my friends from FuelCast. So let's go to Bristol. So here I am in St Gifford Baptist Church, which is where FuelCast offices are. So a car journey, a train journey, and a little walk, which helps get my steps up. And in weather like this, it's all good. I'm here. So as you wonder what I'm always listening to, it's a mixture between an audiobook. At the moment, I'm listening to Pivot. So it's a mixture of audiobook and Disney classic hits. Not just classic actually, more Disney essential hits. So yeah, let's do some filming with FuelCast. Yeah, so I had a great time filming with FuelCast. So I was just doing some information videos and then doing some planning for some really cool videos that I'm looking forward to sharing with you. While I was there, I went out and he's a really good mate of mine, and he encourages me, he challenges me, he asks me the difficult questions, and doesn't let me get away with fobbing him off, really. So it was great to spend time with him. It's always good for my soul. So we went and had lunch, and got a friend in me. My phone's going off. Yeah, that was my phone. Yeah, so it's Sunday morning, isn't it? So it's always a bit rushed. Yeah, but while I was out having lunch with Andy, I left my phone on the table, and so he decided to take some selfies of himself. So yeah, here's some pictures of Andy. See, he thought he was having the final laugh, but now he just looks like an idiot on my vlog. So there we go. But today is Sunday morning and I am in Bicester. I'm in Bicester because I'm going to be at Orchard Baptist Church for the induction of 2 people. So Sarah is being inducted as the co-minister. She's just finished her time as a minister in training at the church, but they've called her to be co-minister along with Steve. So it's her induction, and we're also inducting Sarah, another Sarah, not the same person, as the Children's, Youth and Families worker for Graven Hill, which is an area kind of in Bicester, and Orchard Baptist Church kind of have sent her out as a kind of missionary, Children's, Youth and Families from that. So I'm doing both of their inductions today, which would be awesome, and then I'm preaching, which would be great. So yeah, it's Sunday morning for an induction service. So that has been this week. If you want to keep in touch regularly with what I'm doing, then you can follow any of my social media channels. It's been great to have you journey with me for this. I hope that in your week you found space to do things that you enjoy, that you that prioritise your well-being as well as your work life, your ministry, whatever your week holds. I hope you've been able to carve out some stuff for your well-being too. So you've been you, I've been me, and I will see you next time.